taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Back to pass, it's Cook. Fires to the middle. And that pass intercepted. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He'll try to do it himself. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this round.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Bernard. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
And when you're on defense, and it's wet, and it's raining, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Buying some time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They're going to give him another chance on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Nothing but green ahead. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the quarterback at this point just needs to settle down. We saw the interception earlier in the game, and all of a sudden on that throw, just really bad fundamentals. The quarterback just needs to settle himself, get himself into a rhythm, trust his fundamentals, because that's going to help his accuracy.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Cook. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Grabbed on the outside, it's Law. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Haynes. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Back at it to open the quarter with this 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Owens. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Buys a little time. He's looking on the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Lets it fly. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by 11 over Louisville. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Goes to the option. Hard running there. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. Can't get him to the ground.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He'll do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Speeding down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
To throw, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Clemson jumps to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Running through contact. And he's brought down after a huge completion. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Wide out in motion. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. This one's complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Motion from the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen him do this, we've seen him do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They'll run play action. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI, and as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Going for the big play. And it's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama quickly back to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. They're trying to get to him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Owens. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter.
Clemson, 27, Alabama, 7.
We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll try to get it through the air. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly there.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
I love when my wide receiver sees the coverage, sits it down, understands its zone, runs the curl, catches the ball, and then gets upfield and gets some positive yards.
They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Right on target this time. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch. They
keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quarterback will audible. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Pulls and fired complete. He's finally herded out of bounds. Really good pickup on 3rd down and still not quite enough to move the chains.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it inside the 15. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Now adjusting. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Alabama offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blow.